Well, it has been a rough season for the Sox, but for Nicky Lopez, it's still been a special one. Playing for his hometown team, Jory Paris recently caught up with Lopez to discuss how he stays busy off the field and making a difference in his community.
Nicky Lopez grew up less than an hour from Guaranteed Rate Field. The Sox second baseman is a Naperville Central grad who's often reminded by fans that his dream of playing Major League Baseball close to home came true.
I do hear like the Naperville Nicky and all that, which definitely wasn't a nickname I gave myself. No, but it is special. It's just being able to put on a uniform where I wore the same uniform when I was a kid. Coming to the World Series games, being in this ballpark, it is truly special.
Lopez was drafted by the Royals in the 5th round of the 2016 MLB draft. He played a short stint with the Braves before being traded to the South Side. Despite the Sox' disappointing start, Nicky says he's enjoyed a clubhouse that gets along.
On off days, after games on the road, we're all in a hotel room, playing video games or whatever it is. So, it's. I know the fans can feel it sometimes. We're not winning a lot of ball games, but we feel it too because we're a close-knit group.
Being a part of a team is something Lopez learned at a young age. He grew up on a softball field with his dad, Bobby, who's a Chicago 16-inch softball Hall of Famer.
I followed him around everywhere. So when I was that young, obviously not old enough to bat boy, but that's my dad's bat that was taller than me that he used, and then he wore that on his hamstring. And it fit over my whole leg, and I was just I was an easy kid. I was an easy baby, just always wanting to be around a baseball field.
Now Nicky uses baseball to make a difference. This July, the infielder is introducing his inaugural softball charity classic. Its proceeds benefiting several organizations that assist adolescents and young adults battling cancer.
One of the first things he said to us is, I want to do some things in the community. So not only is he doing the softball classic on July 11th, but he's always done a hospital visit. He's got all sorts of youth groups coming out to the ballpark, so he's the real deal.
When I was with Kansas City, I want to do it in the off season when I get back home to Naperville. And then we get traded to Chicago, and then we're like, you know what, it would be a really good idea if we do it now during the season.
Why is it so important to you to give back to your community?
I've always been taught to respect others, treat others the way you want to be, as cliche as it sounds, treat others the way you want to. But I just think there's so much hate in this world that if you have any chance to give back or any chance to show some love, you do it.
And Lopez's goals the rest of the season are to continue to stay busy both on and off the field.
You got to just take it one day at a time, whether you go 4 for 4 or 0 for 4, whether you have a good game or a bad game, just show up the next day and ready to work.
At Guaranteed Rate Field, Jory Paris, CBS 2 News.
Softball Charity Classic at Mount Greenwood Park benefits the Andrew Wisher Foundation, Justin Wegner Foundation, and White Sox Charities. To participate, go to whitesox.com/softball. The winning team, by the way, gets to take batting practice at Guaranteed Rate Field and a suite to watch the game.